Listening to you talk, though, Warren, when you say, with your comments about bonds, that makes me think of financial assets in general, which includes stocks. And I think about the printing presses, not only in this country, but around the world. You've seen the commercial, cha-chung, 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 with the central banks. And there are periods where financial assets are great, from the early 80s to 2000. And I just wonder if there's then periods where hard assets are great. And you see Paulson in gold and some of these other guys in gold or commodities. Are you just not comfortable with commodities? Are there times where you should be downplaying maybe stocks or businesses and going totally full bore into commodities, but you're just not comfortable doing that?
No, the alternative with me, Joe, the alternative, I don't like fixed dollar investments at all. I don't like short-term bonds. I don't like long-term bonds. We own a lot of short-term bonds, but that is not because we like them. That's just a parking place. But the alternative, in my view, I mean, certainly commodities can be an alternative, but the alternative is income-producing assets of one sort or another that are not fixed dollar type investments. And so I've said consistently for the last few years, I would vastly prefer to own common stocks than fixed dollar investments over a 5 or 10 year period. I don't know about the next 5 hours or 5 days. And that might very well extend to rental real estate. It might extend to farms. I mean, an investment, you're looking for something where you put out money now, and that asset that you buy gives you back more money over time. Now, the problem with commodities is that you're betting on what somebody else will pay for them in 6 months. The commodity itself isn't going to do anything for you. So there's two types of assets to buy. One is where the asset itself delivers a return to you, such as rental property, stocks, a farm. And then there's assets that you buy where you hope somebody else pays you more later on, but the asset itself doesn't produce anything. And those are two different games. I regard the second game as speculation. Now, there's nothing immoral or illegal or fattening about speculation, but it is an entirely different game to buy a lump of something and hope that somebody else pays you more for that lump 2 years from now than it is to buy something that you expect to produce income for you over time. I bought a farm 30 years ago, not far from here. I've never had a quote on it since. What I do is I look at what it produces every year, and it produces a very satisfactory amount relative to what I paid for it.